Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. As you can tell by the title of today's video, I have a Essence Vault review, first impressions, sort of chit chat video for you all today. So I have just filmed another perfume video, but just whilst I had my lights on, I thought it would make sense to film this video because I've been meaning to film it for a little bit and I have just been so busy, it's not actually happened. So that is why I'm doing that right now. I'm filming it. So, in terms of this video, this is talking a little bit about the Essence Vault, their perfumes, and kind of a mini review based on the perfume that I have been wearing by them, and then also the fragrance that Matthew has been wearing by them. So Matthew will pop in this video momentarily to talk a little bit about his thoughts on the perfume fragrance that I got him. So in terms of the Essence Vault, I seen this brand on Instagram. Now, what originally drew me to this brand was the fact that their perfumes are cruelty free. Their perfumes are also at a more affordable price point. They do a lot of, I'm going to say, like celebrity inspired perfumes. Now, I'm not big into celebrity perfumes in general. I like what I like when it comes to scents. When it comes to scents, the kind of scents that I go for are very sweet, very girly, very feminine, sugary, vanilla-y, very foodie scents. That's the kind of thing I like. I don't like floral scents and I don't like super fresh and zesty scents. They're not my kind of cup of tea. So I tend to prefer those really sweet scents. So that is a lot of the scents we're going to be talking about today. So this was my first time ever ordering from the Essence Vault. This video isn't sponsored. I just wanted to hop on here and talk a little bit about the brand and talk a little bit about the fragrances based off of my experience as a customer, because I really like this brand. I like the fact that they're cruelty free. I think they might be vegan, but I'm not 100% sure on that because it doesn't say, but I do know they're cruelty free, which is really important to me. There are a couple things that I look for when it comes to perfumes. Number one is I like them to be cruelty free. I have done a whole video on my channel where I spoke about the perfumes that I liked, but I don't think every single one of them was cruelty free. Cruelty free is something that's really important to me, so I'm trying to actively ensure that everything that I buy is cruelty free. So the fact that these are cruelty free is a massive plus in and of itself. Secondly, the fact that they are a more affordable price point than say their inspired counterpart would be, because perfume can get expensive really fast, and as someone who is very liberal with their perfumes, I prefer a perfume to be at an affordable price point. So they're the things that I look for when it comes to fragrances and when it comes to perfumes in general. I purchased these when it was Black Friday. Now, I can't quite remember the actual offer that was going on because I'm looking at my receipt and my receipt doesn't say that. So I'm not too sure. If I can find it in my emails, I'll put it on screen just for full transparency so you know how much everything was and things like that. But what I did is I purchased blindly off of the website some scents that I thought I would like, and it could have either gone very well or very bad. It's gone well for the most part, which we will talk about. So I have got a range of different perfumes here, but what I want to start with doing is talking about the ones that I've been wearing and then the one that Matt's been wearing. I haven't opened or worn the other ones just because I like to use up a perfume in its entirety before I'll open another one, but I can review the perfumes based off of this one that I have been using. I have been wearing this perfume as my everyday sort of scent, but as I say, I am quite liberal with my perfumes, and this is how much I have used. And this one is in 317. So with the Essence Vault, I should have mentioned, but I'll mention now, they don't have names on their perfumes, they just have numbers, but on the website the number will tell you what their perfume is inspired by. So this one is inspired by Sweet Like Candy, which is a perfume I believe by Ariana Grande. Well, I'm not too knowledgeable on the perfumes, I just picked them on what I thought I would like, going off of the titles, going off of the information, and hoped for the best. But this is how much I have used. In terms of the perfume this is inspired by, for quite a lot of these perfumes, I haven't smelt the ones that they are inspired by. There is only one here that I have smelt what it is inspired by, and that one we will talk about, but that one is 178, which is inspired by Snow Angel, which is inspired by Lush's Snow Fairy, but I'll talk about that anyway later on. So in terms of this one, it is quite nice. It's slightly sweet, but I would say it's more neutral in terms of its scent. Again, I picked up all of these hoping for the best. Probably wouldn't repurchase this actual scent because I like sweeter scents than this, but this does smell quite nice. It's quite an inoffensive perfume. It's a good everyday scent. I like it. I have used a decent amount. In terms of the lasting power of this on me, so on my skin, this lasts, I would say, 3 to 4 hours. In terms of how long this lasts on my clothes, I can do a day at work from 9 till around 5, and then at the end of the day I can still smell this ever so faintly. It's not super pungent at the end of the day, but I can still smell it slightly. So on me personally, this lasts quite a while. Everyone's body chemistry is different, so scents might smell different on you and on your clothes for a myriad of different reasons. So the fragrance that I picked up for Matthew to try, so this is 967 and it is inspired by Vanilla Sex. Do you want to talk about it?
Sure, it smells like vanilla. It's quite nice.
Long lasting, would you repurchase?
Yeah, it lasts the whole day and it smells very nice.
Yeah. So I would say with this perfume on Matthew, so Matthew will spray this before he goes to work, and this is a really strong scent. This scent is stronger than this scent. Their scents, I should have mentioned also, I believe their scents are unisex, but anyone can wear any fragrance and scent they want to. This one definitely, I would say, behaves nicer on you than it behaves on me. In terms of scent, this also lasts quite a long time. I would say on you, like you spray it in the morning and I can still smell it in the evening. Do you spray a lot of it?
2 pumps maybe.
Okay, so Matthew's more conservative than I am with his spray, but this one is very strong. When you spray this, I smell vanilla and I smell spice, like a spicy vanilla.
I just smell vanilla.
You don't smell spicy?
No, but then also I do use your vanilla deodorant as well.
Okay.
But it smells really good actually. Especially for like a cheap perfume.
I think for the price point, it's very good. Since discovering this brand, this is where I would go to repurchase my perfumes. Like, I wouldn't be repurchasing any of the other perfumes that I've actually got that are branded. I would just go to this brand because they're more affordable and they are also cruelty free. So they don't test on little babies like Novi. So they're a lot more ethical in terms of that. But yeah, so overall, do you like it?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I'd say the best one. It's cheap and cheerful. I like it.
So when you get a Essence Vault perfume, this is how they arrive. So very kind of like neutrally sort of packaging. Just looks like this. Quite clean packaging, I guess. And then on the top, it will have what the number of the perfume you've purchased is. So for example, this one is 178, which is the one that is inspired by Lush's Snow Fairy. And then when you open the actual packaging, this is what the actual packaging looks like. So it just looks the same as this one. The only difference is that this is a different scent to this one. So this one is inspired by Snow Fairy and this one is called Snow Angel. And this smells amazing. This smells, in my opinion, exactly like Snow Fairy. I love this. In terms of how this compares to this scent, this is 100% sweeter, without a shadow of a doubt. This is incredible. I love this. We'll be repurchasing this. So this one is inspired by Snow Fairy. Snow Fairy is a very sweet, very bubblegum kind of a scent, and I absolutely adore it. And now I have this, I can smell like Snow Fairy all year round. Oh, it's absolutely beautiful. I really like this. This is probably one of my favourite ones, and I cannot wait to wear this. I am waiting till I use up one of these fully before going into one of my other ones, just because I don't want to be wearing all the different scents at the same time. I like to use up a perfume before I move on to another perfume, but that is the second one that I got. Again, that one is 178, which is inspired by Snow Fairy. When you order with them, they do print out the fragrances and what they're inspired by, so that's what I'm looking down at right now. I just can't show you because it has my personal information on it also. So that's that one. We then have this one, which is 770, and this is inspired by Bougie Marshmallow. I've not smelled Bougie Marshmallow, but I would like to smell bougie, and I like marshmallows. So that was the premise for that one. And I've got some cardboard here, so I will spray them on so I can tell you my thoughts. So this one smells like vanilla, and it smells like marshmallow. I'm not really picking up any other sort of notes. I'm just picking up vanilla and marshmallow. This smells not hugely dissimilar to Sabrina Carpenter's Sweet Tooth, even though it's not inspired by that. It's nice. I will use it. Then we have this one. This one is number 990, which is... So this is inspired by Cloud, which I believe is another Ariana Grande scent. So I'm going to spray this on the other side, not on the side where I've just sprayed that previous one inspired by Bougie Marshmallow. Oh, I quite like that one. I'm actually going to grab a whole completely different piece of card. So I have some cardboard in front of me for this video. So I sprayed Bougie Marshmallow on that, but just because that's quite a strong scent, I'm putting that piece of card over here just so it doesn't interfere with this one, so I can try and give a transparent first impressions. And I'm spraying no more than 2 sprays per application. This isn't super sweet, which is surprising. This one would make quite a nice everyday scent. This is more of a clean scent. The more I'm smelling it, I feel like this actually smells more like aftershave. I'm not getting a huge amount of sweetness from this. I've not smelled the actual Cloud by Ariana Grande, so I don't know how comparable this one is. We're going to spray some Matthew and see what we think. Smell, that's it there.
It smells like a fragrance shop in here. Which one?
It's just there. That's the only thing that's on that piece of paper.
Yeah, it smells alright.
Does it smell? It doesn't smell super sweet, does it, or feminine?
A little bit.
You think it does?
It's got a slight sweetness to it.
Can I spray some on your arm, please? You're not wearing any scent, are you?
No, I'm just naturally smelling good.
Okay. How does it smell on you? Oh. Yeah, you can have that one. Okay, this smells nicer on Matthew. I'm going to spray it on me and see how it smells on me. I'm not wearing any sprays on me right now. I don't feel like that's a super sweet scent.
It's not sweet.
I was hoping for it to be... Okay. Smell it on me. It smells fine. It's fine.
I think it smells better on me.
It's fine, yeah. This smells...
What?
Here, you can have that one. So that was $9.90. And this is just my thoughts and what I think in terms of these. Just because I don't like how this behaves on me doesn't mean you wouldn't like how it behaves on you. I just like my super sweet perfumes. That was the last one that I purchased. So I just wanted to hop on here and talk a little bit about the scents and talk a little bit about this company. Again, this is the Essence Vault. They have a TikTok, I believe, and they have an Instagram. That is how I discovered this brand. I think it is becoming a more popular brand because of the fact that they do celebrity-inspired perfumes at that more affordable price point. I'm mainly interested in them for the fact that they are cruelty-free and they are at that affordable price point because I'm liberal with perfumes. I will check out some more of their scents and I will 110% be repurchasing this one, which is the Snow Angel. To be honest, I probably will end up repurchasing this one, which is 967 for Matthew, but that Cloud one smells way better on him than on me. It doesn't smell bad on me, but it's not as sweet or as strong as I would like. it's just fine, and I don't want to smell just fine. I want to smell like sugar and sweets and bubblegum. But that has been everything, so thank you all for watching. If you have tried any of the scents from the Essence Vault, please do let me know your thoughts and your experiences. They could be the same as mine, they could be completely different. Please do let me know. Also, if you have tried anything from the Essence Vault, please let me know what fragrance it is that you would recommend, that you think I would like. I am new to this brand, so I am still discovering, I guess, the ones that I like and maybe the ones that I'm not a huge fan of. But overall thoughts, overall I'm happy. I would repurchase from this brand, and I would be really excited to try some of the other fragrances from this brand to see how comparable they are, to see what they smell like and how they behave on me. I am going to go and give Matthew back this perfume, and I'm also going to give him that cloud one to keep. But that has been everything, so hopefully you've enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll speak to you all in my next video. So until then, goodbye guys.